Hi there, and thanks for joining me today. We're going to be putting together this happy birthday spinner card that I designed for Cricut Design Space. So all the parts to the card are laying out here on my table, and everything you see will be in the Design Space file. I have went ahead and layered the little banner, and I opted to go with some foil poster board for a lot of this, and then some glitter cardstock for the silver pieces. And we'll go ahead and put these other layers together. And the little girl I'm going to be giving this to is turning 3, so that's why, let's see, that's why I'm going with these girl colors. And I'm using art glitter glue for my wet adhesive. I love this stuff. It dries super quick and it dries clear, and it doesn't cause your paper to wrinkle or warp like a lot of wet adhesives do. And the only thing is, this foil is extremely slick, so it likes to move around until it gets enough tack to stay put. Alright, there is our number 3. And then the next thing is the little cupcake, and this is actually going to be what spins. So, and we'll just layer. I'm seeing which okay, this will go first. So, and this piece isn't going to line up perfect because I actually did a lot of contouring on this to get the cupcake to look how I wanted it to do, but they go together pretty well, so shouldn't be too much of a problem to get it all lined up. And if I go out of camera, I apologize. I'm famous for that. Alright, and then just okay, and then next will be our icing. Here we go, that is good enough. And then there's our little cupcake that's going to be the spinner. And I have a hard time. Okay, that's our little cupcake. So now to assemble the card. I have already went ahead and put my foam on the back of the very top layer. And what I do is I just use craft foam and just cut it into strips and then just glue it on. And you'll want to make sure you kind of get some support here around your slot that your spinner is going to be in. So that's why I have those pieces there. And then you have this layer here, which is going to go behind this, and then your little happy birthday is going to show through. And for this card, I am going to try a new method for my spinner. I am going to be using a piece from the Snaps kit, and I got this from Michael's. This is the 22-piece Snaps and Setter kit. And That's what comes in it. And I'm going to be using this little piece as my spinner, along with a small brad. And what we will do here is take your little piece to your snap. I mean, you can always do the penny trick, which is what I think a lot of people use, and I did that too until I tried this method, and I actually like it better because it's a lot lighter than pennies, so your little track that your spinner goes in doesn't wear out as quick. So what you'll do is take that brad and put it into the back side of this snap piece, and then I'll set it down here, and then just open up your brad and I struggle because of my fingernails, but I'll get it. Alright, and just open the brad, and you'll want to keep the little tabs from your brad. You want them to be straight out because that's what we're going to glue that cupcake to. So you want it to kind of look like, I don't know if you can see that, but kind of like that. And it might help if I turn my light on here. Let me see. Okay, that's a little better. Okay, so that's going to be our little spinner mechanism. And what we'll do is put that behind this piece here. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to set it down here on my table. And that's pretty much how that's going to sit. So what we're going to do now is I'm just going to set this in place, and then I'm going to put my adhesive on the back of my foam here. Alright, that should be good. And then what I'm going to do is try to get this lined up as good as I can at the beginning, just to get that in place. And then I'm just going to take it and I'm going to sit it down on my table and line everything up. Alright. I'm just pushing everything down. And then my darker purple here is going to go behind this, and it's got just a very, very little border that's going to show around. And now I will just add my adhesive to this. Right. And then try to get this lined up. And I did not do such a grand job. There we go. Good enough. Alright, and then this is your card base. It just folds right in half. It has a score line, so just fold it on the score. And then we'll take this piece and it's going to go on top here. And for this, I'm just going to use my Scotch ATG gun. Probably should have used my art glitter glue because for the life of me I can't line things up straight, and that does give me a little bit of room to move it around if I don't get it on there right. So, okay. I probably spend more time on assembly getting things lined up properly than anything else, and 9 times out of 10 I still don't get it perfect, but alright, there is that. Okay, and now for your little banner, I'm trying to decide if I want to use some foam squares and pop this up a little bit or just put it straight on. I actually think I'm just, let's see. Decisions. Yeah, I'm just going to put it straight on. And then I'm going to use my wet adhesive for that as well. Just put this wherever you want it. I have it in the file kind of up here. All right. And then your number, whatever you're going to be using, I'm just going to put it down here in the corner. Alright, that looks good. And then the last step is going to be to just put your little cupcake on here, and I'm trying to decide what's going to give me the most support here. Oh, excuse my stool, it is squeaking. Alright, what I'm going to do is use, I have some really thin, actually, let's see. Should have had all this thought out ahead of time, but I didn't. Okay, yeah, I have these foam squares here, and what I'm going to do is I have this one already kind of cut pretty thin, and I'm going to lay it over those little tabs from the brad, and then peel that off, and I'm going to stick my cupcake on. Let's see, I want it about right there. Alright, and that's it. We've got our little cupcake that'll spin around in there. And, well, it's not quite spinning, so maybe that wasn't such a great idea with that foam. It made it stick out a little too far. So, let me try to get that off. Maybe. Maybe not. Yep, there we go. And then I'm gonna try, I need to get these straight. Here we go. All right, I'm going to just use, I don't know, decisions. Okay, I'm gonna try this. There we go. And then stick that down on there. If I can see what I'm doing. Okay, now let's see. Well, that works a little better, but, and that's it. That is our finished card. And there I go again, all out of camera. And it's pretty quick to go together. And like I say, you know, I saw this method with the little snap in the brad and decided I would try that a little bit, you know, and see if I liked it better. It doesn't seem to spin as well, but I mean, it does move around in the track better than the pennies do. But anyway, there is our card. And I will put the link to this file down in the description. And if there's any questions, just post them below and I'll try my best to respond. And that's it for today. So thanks for watching and have a great day.